I didn't go back.
Well, I've never signed up. You know, I just retired.
That's probably
Hey there, how are
I signed up. I always have something to say.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I was looking at the book one. I know, they're cuter than I
I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and start the meeting. Public comments for closed session. We simply discussed what was on the packet here. Basically personnel and negotiations. Call the meeting back to order. Let's have the flag salute.
We got Mr. Rivas is here, yeah.
Yes, it is Sunny Slope's night for the flag salute and our community recognition. And if you have a moment tonight to peek over to our board about Sunny Slope being in full bloom with our spring theme. And we have 5 students from Sunny Slope today that are also part of a Girl Scout troop. They're a little nervous right now. So they might say a few things about their troop. They might not. They haven't decided yet. And as always, I have one small request when we're done, that when we're done with the flag salute, we all say, "Go Tigers" and roar, which is how we end our flag salute every day at school.
Right hand over your heart. Ready, salute. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Go Tigers! Roar!
Okay, community and staff.
You want to recognize?
That's what I'm saying. Staff recognition.
Go ahead, Mr. Rivas.
All right, so we have our recognition for our students, and then so we would like to thank Scarlett Duran for coming out tonight from Troop 20536. We also have Mazzy Duran. Alina Garcia. Allison Kiabia. And Annabelle Colmenero. And I'd also like to recognize some people that help out around our school, whether it's through PTO, whether it's school site council, doing that. Everybody loves to help out at Sunny Slope, but does just that little bit extra more. And I just want to send my appreciation on behalf of myself and the Board of Trustees and Superintendent Ochoa. We have Linda Devassier, who helps out our school site council. Mr. Mark Lang. Who also is assisting with our school site council.
Thank you so much. How's it going?
Ms. Nicole Alvarez. and Ms. Lauren Holston. And just an overall great person. She's been helping me since I was working at AAA with fundraisers, with assemblies, you name it, she's there, Miss Dee Slikus. And fortunately for myself, she has a kindergarten student who's now at Sunny Slope and will be there for another 5 years.
Oh, hey.
Thank you so much.
And then our PTO president, Adriana Colmenero. Also the mother of Anna May, also very great. And just an overall awesome mom and a scout leader, Marissa Duran. Marissa, right in front of me.
Thank you.
And that concludes Sunny Slope's portion of the night. Thank you very much for coming out. Go Tigers.
Okay, next item, approve the agenda. The board may delete items from its posted agenda. It may also add items to its posted agenda. If such items to be added arise out of emergency situations defined under the Government Code Section 5496.
Jan, or do you want to move anything? I'll make a motion that we approve the agenda as presented.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? No. 5-0 opposed. Public comments.
None.
There are no public comments. Moving on to reports. Hello?
It's on.
That's on. Public comments.
None.
And moving to reports, request from San Benito Relay for Life. I believe Chuckle Basin Bradley is speaking.
Good evening, Board of Trustees, Superintendent Ochoa, all those in attendance. My name is Chuck Obeso Bradley. I was a 24-year school teacher and administrator in the county before joining the dark side and working for an educational publisher for 15 years at the end of my career before retiring. I'm also a very lucky 12-year survivor of very serious cancer. One doctor said my 5-year survivor rate was 30%. And another one said, oh no, it's much better than that, it's 50 or 60. I'm here to tell you that I'm very pleased that I've beaten the odds at this point. One doctor also said I would never have a beard again because of all the radiation that I had. And it's not much of a beard, but it's a beard. Jesus, I have a thumb drive with those slides. Do you want me to plug those in? I'm also the logistics chair for the largest cancer fundraiser in our county, the San Benito County Relay for Life. This is our 20th year. And what I'd like to do is show you a few slides about our event. And then I have 2 requests at the end of the slides to make of the board. So our very first year was 1999, and this year our event will be Friday, August 2nd, starting at 6 p.m. and going through Saturday, August 3rd, ending at about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Our motto for the Relay for Life is celebrate, remember, fight back. We celebrate those who are survivors. We remember those who have lost their battle. And we fight back by raising funds, awareness, getting our survivors together to be able to share their experiences. And for the first 18 years of our existence, we were at San Benito High School. As you know, they've got a wonderful field and football stadium going in, and we're not able to use that last year. We're very, very grateful to Kip Ward and to Ladd Lane School. They hosted us last year. This is one of our, thank you, Kip. This is one of our youth teams. This is the Key Club from the high school. And what we do is each of the teams set up their camps around the track, and then they get pledges to be able to walk and raise funds for the American Cancer Society. This is the County Office of Education a few years ago. You can tell that their theme was Dr. Seuss. We'd like to have some fun at our relay. One of the most poignant times of relay is the Survivor Lab. What we do at our relay, we gather the survivors together. They all have beautiful Survivor purple t-shirts. We give each of them a balloon, and we send their caregivers, their spouses, their friends, those who gave them care during their treatments, we send them halfway around the track. We start some inspirational music, and the survivors walk to their caregivers. Boy, I'm still getting emotional because it's 12 years ago when I walked that Survivor Lab as a first-time survivor. My family was in the stands in tears, and it's a very, very impactful moment. So then they meet up with their caregivers, they share the balloon, and they finish the lap together. Because fighting cancer is a team sport. It's not an individual sport. And if you can't make all of the relay, please come at least to our opening ceremony, our Survivor Lap. And then what we do at 9 o'clock, we turn off all the lights and we spell out an inspirational message. And we have what's called the Luminaria ceremony. And this is where family and friends have decorated and purchased the Luminaria bags with a glow stick in each of one. And they're in honor of someone who has gone through cancer, or they're in memory of someone who's lost their battle. This is a Luminaria for someone who taught many years at Sunny Slope School. This is Marilyn Shelito. Her husband was at one point the principal of San Benito High School. Marilyn really fought her cancer, but a number of years ago we lost her. But if you can only attend a little bit of the relay, I highly recommend the opening ceremony, Survivor Lab, and then the Luminaria ceremony. Very, very impactful. You never know who's going to show up. We've had some superheroes show up. We like to have fun. We love to have the kids in the event. One of the things that we know this year, the Hollister School District has a family member who's going through their cancer treatments as we speak. I actually hired her in 1988 as a teacher when I was principal at Fremont School. So this, cancer knows no demographics, no bounds. And, we hope to make a difference. This year, this is our 20th anniversary. Last year at Ladd Lane School, we raised over $100,000 in the event. We do fundraise all year round, so it's not just those 2 days, but we're very proud of that. Over the 19 previous years, we've raised over $2.6 million to give to the American Cancer Society. Our community is just, it's an amazing feat. This year, the theme is through the decades. The teams will have fun choosing which decade they want to decorate their theme lab and all their decorations at their tent. And I've got 2 requests. If it's appropriate, if there's a management team meeting where I could address the department chairs and the principals, we'd love to have more teams from the Hollister School District. And I'd love to do that. I'm going to be meeting with the county superintendents, I believe, in the meeting in April, and saying the same thing to all the county superintendents. And the second request is, I've worked with let's see, it's Mai and Vicky from Rancho San Justo, and met with John Talia to see if we could maybe have a bigger track than the Lad Lane track this year. It looks like we're getting all the I's dotted and T's crossed. We're hoping to have Rancho host us this year. And we would humbly ask that any of the facility use fees be waived for our event. And I'll take any questions that you have.
I don't really have a question, but my wife was one of the survivors, so this is a pretty big deal for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got me tearing up too. I think a lot of us.
I'll tell you, witnessing, but it's hard not to tear up to watch that lap.
I practiced this speech many times and I still get emotional when I talk about that first Survivor lap.
So I think a lot of us in this community have family and friends. I participated for the last 5 or 6 years in relays, so I know how awesome the event is. And I think it would be great, and throughout the years, the attendance has gone down.
It has.
And so it would be great if this 20-year anniversary, we could build it up, maybe do a little fun competitiveness with the schools of like, let's see who has the most creative, something fun.
Mhm.
And get our community involved, but I totally support, congratulate you.
For the department
I remember
chair.
you.
Oh, yeah. Don't make me feel old. For the department chairs and the school administrators, if your department or school has been touched by cancer, it's really a wonderful team builder. The school's golf tournament, that's kind of a fun team builder, but this is 20 hours that you'll never forget and very, very impactful. Some schools have put together teams of staff, students, and parents, and it's really been a great, wonderful school community effort. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chuck?
President, point of order. And Diego, this is probably for you. Is there any chance that there was a procedural error made by a board member on not asking for an item to be removed from the consent agenda, that we could pull it and discuss it? Nobody has come in or left